The famous man Hippocrates said that all diseases begin in the gut. Without a healthy gut, you cannot achieve your weight loss goals. You cannot restore hormonal imbalance or even control your blood sugar. In this video, I share 10 hidden signs of unhealthy gut you may be missing. Many of us are actually experiencing these symptoms, but we think that they are caused by other conditions. This has also happened to me as well. Your gut simply represents your gastrointestinal system, which controls digestion, absorption, excretion of waste products. But aside these basic functions, your gut is connected to your brain and your immune system as well, helping you to prevent and fight infections. In your gut, there are trillions of microbes, including bacteria, viruses, and fungi, and this is known as the gut microbiome. So, the gut microbiome contains both good and bad bacteria. Your gut should be able to maintain a balance between the good bacteria and the bad bacteria. But when there is an imbalance, and for any reason the bad bacteria overpowers the good ones, you begin to experience a number of issues that over time could lead to bigger health issues. It is important that you're able to recognize when your gut health is not good and take steps to heal your gut as soon as possible. So, moving on, here are the 10 hidden signs of an unhealthy gut. Number one is skin rashes or acne breakouts and even psoriasis. There is a connection between your gut and your skin. It is known as the gut skin axis, and it's a two-way process. And when there is an imbalance in your gut health, you may experience skin rashes or acne. So, if you notice any unusual rash or skin problems, consider the possibility of it being gut related. Number two is chronic fatigue or unexplained fatigue. In people with chronic fatigue and people with chronic fatigue syndrome as well, research have discovered markers of inflammation and leaky gut syndrome. The gut microbiome of people with chronic fatigue syndrome is different from that of healthy people. So if you experience chronic fatigue, consider taking steps to improve your gut health. Number three is excessive bloating and gas. So, excessive wind, bloating, and gas could be a sign that your gut is having a hard time digesting the food you eat and also removing waste. Number four is sugar cravings. One of the causes of unusual cravings for sugar is poor gut health. The trillions of microbes in your gut can produce chemicals that can over time affect your appetite signals from your gut to your brain. And the gut bacteria produces peptides that work in a similar way to certain hormones that regulate hunger and appetite. In addition, your gut microbiome have their food preferences. Some prefer fatty foods, while some prefer sugary and sweet foods. So, if there is an imbalance of unhealthy bacteria, you may experience food cravings, especially sugar. Number five is sleep disturbance or difficulty with sleeping. So there is something called the brain gut microbiome axis, which is the MGBA. MGBA regulates sleep. So an imbalance in your gut could lead to sleep disturbances. It's a two-way process. So poor sleep pattern could also lead to poor gut health as well. Number six is constipation, chronic constipation. So if you experience chronic constipation, it could be a sign that your gut is not working properly to eliminate undigested food waste. And improving your gut health could actually relieve this. I personally experienced this. Number seven is mood disorders such as forgetfulness, brain fog. So your brain and your gut are connected to each other through the gut brain axis. So they both send messages to each other. In the case of poor gut health and imbalance, your gut may send the wrong messages and it will lead to issues like anxiety, forgetfulness, and sometimes depression. Number eight is frequent migraines. So your gut is also connected to your central nervous system. So several researches published in the Journal of Headache and Pain have shown that most people with migraines also have other digestive issues such as H. pylori infections, IBS, constipation, bloating, and others that is related to poor gut health. So if you're having long-term migraine, consider paying attention to your gut health. It might improve it. Number nine is food intolerances. So, a food intolerance is a negative reaction to a particular food or a drink or a compound within a food, and it can be caused by your body's inability to digest and absorb food properly. It could be an intolerance to lactose or certain herbs and spices, and this can also be associated with an unhealthy gut where your body struggles to digest certain foods completely. So the remaining food remains in your intestines, they ferment, and then they begin to produce several symptoms. And finally, number 10 is unexplained weight loss or weight gain. So the composition of your gut bacteria can actually impact your metabolism, your hormone balance, and inflammation. Harmful bacteria in your gut can produce toxins that trigger inflammation, and this can make it harder to manage your blood sugar or control your weight. Your gut bacteria also can impact hormones like leptin and ghrelin, which regulate hunger and appetite. In terms of weight loss from an unhealthy gut usually comes from other digestive issues resulting from poor gut health. For instance, in the case of peptic ulcer disease or irritable bowel disease. So, which of these symptoms do you experience? Did you ever think that they could actually be due to poor gut health? If you experience a number of these symptoms and you think your gut health needs some attention, please check out this video on easy ways to reset gut health quickly. I do appreciate you taking time to watch my video. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you have not done so, and I will see you next time.